Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast. I am Benton, along with the family. Junior, come on. How you guys doing? Wagwan.
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. It's nice. Junior Wagwan, how are you doing? How was your week, Brethren?
I am happy. I am elated. I feel balanced.
Keep going. Keep going.
I will talk about that later.
Come on. How was your week? Manchester City beat Liverpool, so I'm surely that's a bit of enjoyment, even though Barcelona is in a tad of trouble. How is your week going? Or how was the week?
You know what? It was good. I mean, I'm not a Liverpool fan, and I just thought that game was meaningless. I mean, they could have lost 9-0, and it still wouldn't have rubbed off the shine of Liverpool. So to me, it was too little, too late.
It was too little, too late. Football lovers, welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast, where we review the week's major news in the world of football, aka soccer. The show is divided into three different segments. We have Ballas and Bugs at the top of the show, where Ballas being the impressive players of the week, Bugs being the unimpressive player of the week, and then we segue to football in reviewing the world football news, major news in the world of football. Lionel Messi season or discontinuing or stopping contract negotiations with Barcelona Football Club Barcelona. The contract extension for 2021 as reported by Sedena. We'll talk about that in our World Football segment. But if you're joining us on any platform, Ball Chat Podcast YouTube page, Island Sports Network YouTube page, or Ball Chat Facebook page, you can take part in the show. So kicking it off with our Ballers and Bugs of the week. Come on, who do you have as your ball of the week watching football?
I have two ballers. So my first one would be Mason Greenwood from Manchester United. I've watched him play, and I think he's growing into the role. And he played an instrumental part in Manchester United winning, and actually he scored a brace. So for him, and then for Che Adams with that exceptional chip. I don't know why Manchester City goalkeeper think he's a sweeper keeper or he's a field player. But that was an excellent goal from Mr. Adams.
So Che Adams, a sumptuous strike, from 50 yards out. Edison was way out, playing the role of sweeper keeper. Southampton defeated Man City 1-0. And at the end, Pep Guardiola sent up his defenders to play a striker. We've seen that playbook before. Man City lost to Southampton 1-0. And Mason Greenwood, Junior, have always celebrated the potential of Mason Greenwood on the show, and Mason Greenwood was exceptional as Manchester United won 2 games on the trot, defeating, I can't even remember who they defeated. I know they scored 8 goals together, but Manchester United is running hot. I'm sure Junior will remind me. Junior, who do you have as your ball of the week watching football?
You know, my ball of the week, I don't have much candidate. I only have one. And is a retread coach, is a coach that has been down on his luck. But there's one thing about this coach. He knows how to coach a team that is not expected to do well. I'm talking about David Moyes. Big up David Moyes. We see so many British teams right now coming back in the EPL and the restart. Look at Sheffield. Look at Leicester. Look at all these teams that are having hodgepodge starts. But for some reason, David Moyes seemed to have West Ham pointing in the right direction. So I have to big up David Moyes, big up West Ham for their playing. I know them beat the big side, so big up David.
David Moyes and West Ham is Junior's ball of the week. Imagine, I think he's taking a jab at, come on, West Ham defeated Chelsea 3-2 in the London derby. And David Moyes, wow, I can't even believe that. David Moyes is getting a ball of the week. If you're watching us on any platform, you can send on your ballers and bugs for the week. We'll go through and read them. My ball of the week is Santi Cazorla. I have 2 ballers of the week. I want to give a big up to Santi Cazorla. Villarreal is playing Barcelona at the moment. Villarreal, last check, is down 3-1. But what I want to give Santi Cazorla credit for is the fact that he's back on the field, had scored, 8 goals so far and have about 8 assists for Villarreal. He's been exceptional play in helping Villarreal move up the table in La Liga. And I want to give him my ball of the week because the fact that he's returned from major injuries, some wrote him off as not being able to play again or wouldn't play again. It's great to see the little maestro back on the field. And I also want to give a big ball of the week to, Mikel Antonio. Mr. West Ham. Junior, you should have given Mikel Antonio the ball of the week. Mr. West Ham himself, whatever he needs, whatever West Ham needs, he will play that role. He bullied Punk Chelsea's defense as Chelsea lost that game 3-2. He also scored today as West Ham drew 2-2 with Newcastle. He's not the most talented player in the world of football, but what he doesn't have in talent, he makes up with effort. Truly industrious player. He is my ball of the week. Those are the 2 ballers of the week from my end. Come on, second away from ballers and to bugs. Come on, I'm sure you have a laundry list of bugs. Who do you have as your bug of the week watching football?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Harry Maguire is my bug of the week. We talk about Harry Maguire, and we say it already. If Harry Maguire was not an Englishman, he would actually be in Championship. He would be probably playing League One. Harry Maguire is no good. I'm so sorry. And the fact that he got his cherry pop, it was glorious for me. So Harry Maguire, close your legs, and I hope you improve next season. Then Pep is also going to be my bug of the week. His substitutions today was crazy. I thought Raheem was injured. So Pep losing to Southampton is my bug of the week. So Harry Maguire and Pep, those 2.
Pep Guardiola and Harry Maguire as our Camones bug of the week. I see you, Marcus. Big up yourself, family. Marcus says his ball of the week is Greenwood. Greenwood is going to be good. Big up yourself, El Pistolero Franco. El Pistolero says never really cared about what Manchester United do. Kofi Powell, big up yourself, family, says baller is Greenwood. West Ham, Marcus Baller is West Ham. Keep it coming, football family. But come on's bugs of the week is Harry Maguire. If he wasn't an Englishman, come on. Manchester United pay somewhere north of £70 million for Harry Maguire. Why are you trying to diss the big defender?
I think they pay 69 million too much for Harry Maguire. And let's be honest, Benton. If he wasn't an Englishman, I mean, the people would talk about him. He's not that good.
He's not that good. And Pep Guardiola is also Camone's bug of the week. Pep Guardiola. We'll talk about him in the World Football segment, but Pep Guardiola had another crazy week in terms of man management and managing that squad. Manchester City lost to Southampton. Junior, you're a bug of the week, boss.
Come on, I'm trying not to blow my top today. I'm trying not to be angry because I am very happy about Manchester United. I saw deal with Harry Maguire. Big up Alex Reid and big up BM and Island Sports. We're going to get to those comments, Alex Reid and BM. We're going to get to those comments. My bugs of the week. I have an infestation. You remember the start of the season when Romelu Lukaku pick up himself and say him want to leave and turn him back and throw a stone behind him and disrespect the Empire Manchester United. They started out so hot. We sit out here. G's and PM, Juventus have competition now. Inter Milan have big side. What the hell wrong with Inter Milan? Bug of the week. Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku. Why did they give that one name? Ashley Young. Why did they give that one name? The whole of them. Need that side. They can't come in second in Italy. Lazio. Come on, guys. On our bug, need that side. Next bug. Norwich. Start at the restart at the English Premier League. Benton, you asked a question. Who is going to be relegated with Norwich? In other words, when most of them gone, they have nothing to play for. You are getting relegated. Why the hell the players them sitting down don't even want to go in the locker room after losing 1-0? Listen to me, Norwich fans. None of those players should be there next year in the championship. If any of those players are back, the coach should be fired. If the coach is not fired, the director of football need to go. If the director of football doesn't go, we need to change ownership. If we don't change ownership, we need to defund the team and kick with the team, because that is an idiot organization. Those players should not be paid. How can you be sitting on them? Come on, man. That's just crazy to me. Crazy. Never another bug, you know. I forget the other bug.
So hold on this. So you're saying that Pookie is not supposed to play for Norwich next season? And Todd Cantwell? Yes, man.
Come on.
Pookie is a good little player. Pookie is a good little player.
I was Pookie after that game, looking at my teammates sitting down. You see the brother sit down and talk to himself on the bench?
Yes.
Look, me done. Me not playing no more. I don't know if it's coronavirus or some virus on the catch. It must be contagious. I don't want it. Keep it to yourself. I'm not playing anymore. I'm playing for Inter Milan next year or go to Italy or something. Done. I'll be done. It's just crazy. And Harry Maguire.
So you're saying that Norwich thinks that they never have a chance. A 5-game leave, 15 points on the table.
So come on. The reason why I give them bug of the week, you only lost 1-0. It's not Bournemouth getting run off the field at Manchester United. You only lost 1-0. We all know your fate already. What is going on in the locker room to make the players react the way they did? There's something else there. It's just a 1-0 game.
No, it's not. It's not just a 1-0 game. It's a loss of 3 points. Listen, maybe they're saying, all right then, we know we'll get relegated, but we want to go down with a fight. So maybe the game plan was, we're going out there, we're going to fight, and then maybe there's a chance. Maybe Bournemouth lose all them game, Aston Villa lose all them game, Watford lose all them game, and you still have, because if they did win yesterday match, right? You have 18 points out there on the table. So you don't know about them Ed Junior, them want to fight to see if Norwich can stay. Leave me the people them balls. Listen, me they expect cold balling on the pitch, but they held it together. So hopefully next game, I don't know what them are play. I'll just Chelsea because my team is all right sometimes. But I understand the people them peeing. You're too harsh. You look a bit too harsh.
I have one last bug. Well, it's a two-part last bug. VAR, what the hell is wrong with VAR? I was a big supporter and proponent of VAR, but I am done with VAR. I'm just done with VAR. I'm done with technology. I don't even want to chalk on the field. When we're setting up the goal, I don't even want to see line. I don't want to see goal line technology. I don't want to see no camera. Bring back black and white TV. I'm done with VAR and technology. It's utter rubbish. The stupid English commentators. You're a big defender. On the goal line, getting baggy boss and goal score. And I don't hear nobody on commentary say, what the hell is wrong with Harry Maguire? How you get beaten upon the goal line and the keeper get beaten on the near post? And you are the captain? So the commentators, I'm buying into this conspiracy now about the British players and they're not taking on the British player and the Brexit argument. I'm starting to buy into it. Because if I was Solskjaer, I sub Harry Maguire halftime, take off the armband, put it on Bruno and call it a day. He's overrated. Him now worth it. I've said it last week and him can prove me right this week. God go with him when him playing at the Europa Cup because them all kill him. Kill him.
But you say so. Because if you say so, you like kill me. I keep on ask you, how Harry Maguire become captain? Are the players them vote for him? Him not ready.
Ashley Young left and got Inter Milan. Ashley Young was the captain playing left back as a third string left back. Third string left back get captain. We saw Carrick get captaincy when Carrick wasn't playing any games. Harry Maguire get transferred in early, and Harry Maguire get captaincy right off the bat. Now, granted, there wasn't anybody there to be given the captain at that point. But if I was Ole Milan, say, look, I'll vacate the captaincy until somebody that is worth it step up. Because Bruno is obviously the leader of the team. Not because Bruno is playing well. Bruno is the leader of the team. You can see it. You can see it. All Harry Maguire do is just somehow he's a magnet for the ball. That's all in good for. Somehow, some way, the ball just seems to find him foot and him can just bounce it off like a wall and it go out. That's the only thing him do. Apart from that, and he can do like a header, but he can't head the ball after goal good. All I heard about Harry Maguire is, oh, he's a great header off corners and not scoring a goal yet. I'm like, well, come on from a side here, man. Yo,
Junior, we asked just for bugs of the week, and Junior went on a rant. Oh my Jesus!
Prime Minister said Junior's rant with
yeah.
a laughing emoji.
Yes, we Junior, we just asked for the bugs of the week. Let me try and recap without the rant, football family. And before I recap Junior's bugs of the week, we want to apologize for starting late. We had a bit of technical difficulties there. But Junior's bugs of the week: Inter Milan, idiot side according to Junior, cannot even compete for the top 2 slot in Italy. Inter Milan currently sitting in third. His Norwich is also a bug of the week for Junior. Pringle Junior says Norwich is a soft soul side. They should get rid of the coach, the players, the director of football, the ownership, whosoever it is, as they sat after losing that game 1-0. Looked like they want to ball. Demoralized team. And Junior's final bug of the week is VAR. Wait, VAR or Harry Maguire? Was that the bug of the week for you, Junior? Was that the bug of the week also? VAR or Harry Maguire? So a lot of bugs. Junior has an infestation. My bug of the week, I'm going to give it to one team. Make it short and sweet. Brescia in Italy. Junior talk about Inter Milan, saying Inter Milan is an idiot side, but that same Inter Milan team defeated Brescia 6-0 on Wednesday. Imagine that, to get 6-0 in a pandemic. With all this regulation and risk, you show up to work and get 6-0 from Inter Milan, who doesn't normally score more than 3 goals a game. So Brescia gets my bug of the week. Second win, and let's try to get through some of the comments, football family. Come on, and Junior, want to try to get through some of these comments.
Yeah, so on Island Sports, big up to Island Sports, .com. Alex Reed, we're the Manchester United haters on the podcast. Chelsea struggles to beat West Ham. He also said, big up Michael Seaton for coming off injury and score and signing a contract. Okay. Yeah, come on, does Zuma better than Maguire? And what about Leon Bailey linking to English club? And BM also asking something similar. What are our thoughts on the German Cup final and also Leon Bailey's future? They get into that real soon.
And over on Restream, El Pistolero's bugs of the week are Wolves and Leverkusen get the bug, or should I say Neverkusen? Imagine new name. Can't beat Bayern for nothing, as Bayer Leverkusen got the toyed with Bayern Munich in the DFB Pokal final yesterday. We'll get to that in a second. Owen Gray, big up yourself. Bugs of the week for Owen Gray's weak Spurs. And Leverkusen will get to Spurs. Orville Richards, big up yourself, football family watching on Ball Chat Facebook page. Orville says, Bailey, a push for England. Phoenix will rise. I don't know if that's a bug or a baller. Kofi says, bug is Maguire, can't keep his legs closed. He's a skettle. And Jamaican, those of us, the non-Jamaican, skettle is the lingo that is not very pleasant. El Pistolero says, joke you make Junior, because if Martinez did score, you would be saying this. You wouldn't be saying this. And of course, Prime Minister says Junior's rant. Prime Minister says, go easy, Maguire made a mistake. And Maguire gets captain because he's British, according to El Pistolero. All right, Segueing from Ballas and Bugs, try to hit some of the major news in the world of football this week. Let's kick it to the English Premier League. Champions League spot running hot. Come on, Chelsea lost to West Ham. They won today, yesterday against Watford. Manchester United is running very hot, Junior. And come on, these teams, whereas Leicester City desperately picked up a victory. Your thoughts on that run in for those Champions League spot?
For Chelsea, right? I think Chelsea, they have a harder path to staying in the top. I think Manchester United can jump Chelsea because I think they have easier games than Chelsea coming up to get the fourth spot or whatever. Leicester City, Manchester United might just hop, skip, and jump Leicester City as well, because right now Manchester United is playing like a well-oiled machine, where Chelsea and Leicester is like hit or miss. So, it's still a very tight race, as Mr. will have 5 more games leave. That's 15 points out there. So, I think it's really, really close. It's going to be interesting. It's just who no want to lose. Which team not losing a game, and they might qualify for the spot.
Yeah, Julian, we'll get to you. Just to recap, Leicester City is sitting on 58 points, Chelsea 57, Manchester United 55, and we'll get to Wolves in a second. They're sitting on 52 points. But Manchester United fan, Junior, surely you must be feeling good because your team seems to be poisonous, as you put it. They're running in hard to try to get to one of these Champions League spots.
Yeah, my side is finally balanced, but I think both Chelsea and Man U will make it to the Champions League. I think Leicester can possibly get in because, let's be honest, the way how Manchester United is playing, they are odds-on favorite to win the Europa Cup. So that will give them automatic qualification into the Champions League as well.
Odds-on favorite to...
Who's going to beat them? Inter Milan?
We'll get to Europa Cup when we get there. Yeah.
Leicester still has Tottenham. They have to play Tottenham. They have to play Sheffield. They have to play Arsenal. And Arsenal seems to be figuring themselves out right now. So they're up by 3 points over Manchester United. Man U plays them at the end of the season. Let's say Leicester hop, skip, jump, and win all their games except the last one. They have like a plus 10 goal difference over Man U right now. So all Leicester have to do is win out. I agree with Manchester United have the easiest schedule. But I really think it's going to be Man U and Chelsea making it to the Champions League, to the top 4. I think Leicester they're too inconsistent. And I think that 3-1 or 3-0 to win yesterday or today, I think that's a smoke and mirrors. I don't think that's real.
Come on, go ahead. Leicester City won just 2 out of their last 5 games. Manchester United won 4 out of their last 5, tied the other one. They're running in hot. Chelsea won 4 and lost 1. Go ahead, come on.
No. I was agreeing with you now.
You were agreeing. But I want to ask you guys about Wolves. Wolves wet the bed yesterday against Arsenal. Your thoughts? Is Wolves out of this run for this Champions League spot? If the 5th place team make it.
That's a dangerous assumption they're making, Benton. We say Wolves wet the bed against Arsenal. As much as I want to disrespect Arsenal, they are getting it together. They are getting it together. So Wolves didn't wet the bed. Arsenal is starting to play towards their talent, and we question Arteta for not playing Ozil. We question Arteta for playing David Luiz consistently. The man have a plan and stick to his plan, and it is working. I don't think it is wet the bed. I think Arsenal is a lot better than we want to give them credit for.
Yeah, go ahead, come on.
Junior is correct. It's not that Wolves really, really, wet the bed, as you say. But Arsenal actually looked good. They looked better than we've seen them in a very long time. When David Luiz got the yellow card yesterday, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. But Arteta stuck to his plan and it worked out. Wolves might pick up, but I'm not really sure. I mean, they're not being consistent, and the game plan is just play through Traore. I mean, once people start to figure out that Traore is just going to bully his way through, I mean, they're going to counter that, and I don't think Wolves really are ready for what's going to happen.
Yeah, one of the quick questions I want to ask you about that Arsenal game. Arsenal has won 3 on the trot, doing quite well. But regarding Wolves, were you guys surprised that Diego Jota did not start the game? Is Nuno Espirito, the coach of Wolves, experimenting at the wrong time? Do you guys, once he got introduced, the game changed immensely. Your thoughts?
The coach is actually experimenting, and maybe it's also man management, right? Yeah. So the question, where we will question the coach is if the next game he does not start, because when he came on, the game changed. So if the next game him not start, then we have to question it. But again, the games are coming fast and hard.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a manner of man management. So let's see what happens for the next game.
Yeah, a good point. Yeah, Junior, you were saying?
Arsenal at their best is a very potent, fast team. And I think Nuno probably it's one of those things where you make a decision that is unpopular, and if it works out, you're a genius. If it didn't work out, you're an idiot. And it didn't work out at this time. But I think I would think his thinking was he had to give Traore some cover. He had to, if they're going to play straight through him down on that right wing, you have to cover for that speed on the break, because Aubameyang and the rest of the Arsenal horses, they seem to be running wild. So I think that was the reason why I honestly think, trying to put myself in the coach's mind, but it backfired. It did.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the order to say that.
It's one of those things. You remember when Jose put Alderweireld on the left wing playing left back against Dortmund, which was no, it wasn't Jose that day. It was Pochettino. It was a master stroke because it worked out, right?
Yeah, against Dortmund.
Against Dortmund, yeah.
Yes.
Completely shut down Sancho and company.
Yeah.
No, if that did never work out, we'll say, what a stupid idiot. You have a perfectly good left back, you put a centre back at the left back. So it's one of those things where coaches, it's a thankless job. So yeah. I just think he overcoached. But hindsight isn't 2020, right?
Yeah. Owen Gray says Traore is not as good as people are making him to be. Your assessment on that statement? Do you agree or disagree with that statement? Marcus says that Wolves are inconsistent, as you guys have said. But your assessment on Traore, according to Owen Gray. Come on, Andrew.
I mean, Owen Gray is correct. If Traore wasn't so big and strong and can bulldoze and kick on people and score, we would call him an average baller. The other day we were talking, and Kevin and I, we were saying, who on earth Traore reach a Barcelona? Right. I was like, so it's like, so I agree. Traore is maybe a little bit above average because of the speed and strength, and because he has been scoring goals and assisting, but I wouldn't put him in my top 20 footballers in the English Premier League.
He's not a game changer. To me, he's a game finisher. He's like the icing on the cake. If you have a very good team, he'll be a great player to add to your team. But if your team is down and you need a lift, he doesn't have that ability. And that separates the great players from the good players or from the average players. And I put him, on his day, he's a very good player. But great or transcendent or worth all of this attention? Nah.
And El Pistolero says he is yeah, go ahead, Junior.
Isn't he one-footed? Doesn't he only play on his right foot?
Just like most ballers, Junior, one-footed.
But just like football players, not ballers. Not ballers.
El Pistolero said Traore is just in the wrong team. put him in a better team, and you will see. Prime Minister disagree. Big up yourself, Prime Minister Traore is a weapon. And yes, he's been quite influential. I think he's, like Junior said, he's a finisher, as a player that you probably save later on till when a defense is tiring, and then put him on to try to run at them and try to break them down. But going with him from the start yesterday was ineffective. But credit to Arsenal, a very good week for Arsenal. I was surprised that that's a proper victory in terms of beating Wolves. Quickly before we move away from the EPL, Man City, Junior, they defeated Liverpool, the Guard of Honor. Was there anything in that victory for that Man City getting some sort of revenge? And today they lost to Southampton. Your thoughts?
There was something there for them. What that showed me is that Pep still has the pulse of that team for the Liverpool game. And the reason why I say he has the pulse of that team is you're standing there giving a guard of honor. Pep obviously wound them up. We saw it on the sideline when Klopp approached Pep, or Pep approached Klopp, and Pep treated it like it was a World Cup final. And the players played as such. So that tells me that he still has control of the locker room. That tells me that he can still motivate the players. What we saw today is what we saw from Liverpool against Man City. A meaningless game. Liverpool never cared. The only people that cared were the non-drunk, the non-alcoholic Liverpool fans that watch a game with a clear mind. Everybody else was like, whatever. We still win the championship. Only can do 1-1. Only can beat with 8 love. A bear. That wasn't. So it's like whatever. It's just. That's why meaningless game from Liverpool. But City sent a message.
Come on. If City sent a message on Thursday, regardless, what happened today with Southampton?
The mailman returned the envelope because there was no stamp on it. Is that return to sender? I mean, it was as I said. Even when they said that Klopp was so upset, he was so angry when they lost to Man City. And I asked Kevin, I said, why are you guys upset that you lost? He said, no, City is not supposed to beat us by that bigger margin. So I cannot understand that, because right now, nobody really thinks Manchester City is a threat. We can't put a pot on Man City and say they're going to beat a team. We don't even know. Them play against Aston Villa and we're like, okay, it's a sure 4-0. But in this climate for Manchester City, you're like, maybe going to be a 1-1, or maybe Aston Villa go and speak to a 1-0. So what we saw, maybe Liverpool was like, you know what, we won it already, let's go easy. I mean, they had a bad game. Mm-hmm. Manchester City showed us today who they really are. Just an average team with average players.
Wow.
They have 1 and 2
oh my God.
Players out there. Listen, last night I went to a little cook off little free food, right? and this guy who is a Manchester City fan around me and tell me, oh, Pep racist, and him going on this thing with Yaya Toure and whatever. So listen to me, first of all, if Pep is racist, there's no way on earth Mendy on the pitch. Because Mendy is a lackluster, carefree, no good player this season, and he's still on the pitch. Manchester City have a crisis on their hands, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't blame Pep for not want to sign no more contract with them. Manchester City just showed us today who they are. Them average this season, mental.
Yeah, they're average. Segueing, before we segue from the EPL, Liverpool, El Pistolero says Liverpool B beat Man City today. As in Southampton, Liverpool have frequently raided Southampton for players. Sadio Mane is one of those such players that came from Southampton. Quickly, Jose Mourinho and Spurs. Jose Mourinho, after they lost to Sheffield United, used the word destroy, disturbed. But come on, there was a bit of controversy about this goal being taken off. Can you please, you're the referee, walk us in this the right call or wrong call regarding Harry Kane's goal being taken off?
It was a handball.
Yeah.
The rule is this. The rule is any goal that comes from a handball, intentionally or not, has to be ruled out. We will say common sense must come into play, right? And we must say, okay, was it intentional or not? The player was already on his way down. His back was turned. The defender even kicked the ball on his hand, but because the ball touched his hand in the build-up of the play, when Harry Kane scored, it was a goal that came from a handball. That's what the rule is. The rule took away the intentional from the unintentional and made it a blanket rule. So that's why it touched him hand before Harry Kane got it. So the hand assists the ball. Let him take it off.
Yeah. I step away and good luck to Jose Mourinho and his Spurs team. Good luck to them. Spurs currently sitting in ninth position in the EPL. We'll see how they finish out the rest of the season. At the bottom of the table, quickly, Bournemouth, Norwich seems to be gone. Bournemouth seems to be on the way. Who else do you think will join them? Come on, and Junior.
I think Aston Villa. Will join them.
Okay. Junior?
I have no idea. It's a crapshoot. I cannot. I will not. It's impossible. I won't even write off Bournemouth as yet either.
Bournemouth have lost 5 games in a row. Write them off. They're sitting on 27 points. Norwich have lost. Norwich is definitely done. Aston Villa's on 27 points. Watford is on 28. Go ahead, Junior.
Watford is on 28 points.
Yes. And West Ham.
Troy Deeney any minute now can say, you know what, I'm signing a contract for Fox. I'm going to go in the boot. And even though he's old, fat, slow, can't do anything, he is the engine of that team. So Watford can fall off the cliff anytime now. Yeah. Bournemouth can trip and fall and score a couple goals. We know it's going to be between 4 teams, right? We know it's going to be between Norwich, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Watford.
Yeah.
That much is sure. One of those teams going to decide that they want to play Premier League next year.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Bournemouth is gone. All right, segueing from the EPL to other major news in the world of football, probably the biggest news in the world of football this week. Lionel Messi scored 700 goals for club and country, but also Lionel Messi, as reported by a couple of sources or multiple sources, Catena, sir, in Spain also reported that Lionel Messi has apparently discontinued or stopped contract negotiation with FC Barcelona beyond 2021. Surely Lionel Messi is not leaving Barcelona. Right, come on.
Right now, I would leave Barcelona. Right now, I would definitely leave them. Come on. But I don't see Messi leaving Barcelona and going anywhere. I think Barcelona is his legacy, and I think that's where he's going to retire.
What exactly is the problem going on with Lionel Messi, and what exactly is the problem going on with Barcelona Football Club? Come on, Julia.
I think Messi wants a different coach. I think Messi playing Arden. Remember one of them girls there, but Messi play Arden. I think he's not okay with the direction the club is going. Maybe he wanted Xavi not coming up again because he renewed his contract with his club. But maybe he wants a different coach to come in, and he's just making, put on him foot down and said, if you don't get this, you don't give me this and whatever, then I'm going to leave. But I don't think Messi is going to go anywhere. And Barcelona is shambolic. Even though they're winning now, they're beating Villarreal by 4-1. I still think they have a whole bunch of issues. They came from the break leading, and now they're 4 points behind Real Madrid. So it's troubling. But yeah. I don't think Messi going anywhere.
Yeah, La Liga title seems to be heading to the capital, Madrid, Junior.
I think the issue with Barcelona is their formula that have worked over the years. When we've seen, for the last button that was passed, the Ronaldinho to Messi button that was passed, we've always seen Rivaldo. I don't remember, was it Rivaldo to to Ronaldinho, was it Rivaldo to they always have that baller, that general in that Barca system, and then they pass off the button to another player, right? After Messi, we've seen where they tried it with Neymar and it fell. And I don't think they have recovered from that yet. So they haven't found the replacement for Messi. So Messi still carry the big stick in that organization. Anywhere else, you run with Messi. Just say, brother, just go. You were a great footballer. Your time has done. Your time has passed. Move on. But Barca seems to need to have a player worth his salt wearing that number 10 jersey. And I think that is what is killing them. So they need to find that next transcendent talent and give it off to. I don't know who he's going to be. That talent is not there right now. That talent not born yet. I'm not graduate from the academy yet. So Barca fans, you're stuck with Messi for another 4 or 5 years. At the end of the day, that's what it is to me. We've look when they got rid of Ronaldinho. People would have said, yo, that was kind of heartless and that was kind of quick, but it was a good decision, right? When they were grooming Neymar to come in, I feel they were getting ready to let go of Messi. Messi would have probably been at City with Pep. But we saw what happened with Neymar, so. Party shop.
Come on, how many, why not imagine Manchester United calling Barcelona party shop? How much of this blame do you lay at the feet of the presidency of Joseph Bartomeu? I can't remember an outstanding transfer in the last 4 or 5 years of Barcelona, at least a transfer that have really consistently done well at the club, and they've pulled out a lot of money on the in terms of this unit, and they continue to struggle in Champions League. How much of this you think Barcelona is Messi's trying to use his leverage to force Bartomeu out early? His election is up for next year.
And that, I think that's exactly what she's doing.
Okay.
For the past couple of years, I mean, they have not done anything right. They have not done anything good. Yesterday, I'm bringing in Malcolm.
Yeah.
Really? You know, you're bringing in Prince.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have not done any good business. They have not brought in a coach that I think the players actually trust. Because if you see him on the sidelines, he's not really coaching up anybody. Right? He's just making substitutions and writing on his paper. So basically, Barcelona don't need him. So I think Messi is using his position to kind of have some leverage, because he's going to say it's either me or this man. And he would be right, because the club is in disrepute. It is, as I say, it is shambolic. It's ridiculous.
Jason Frame, big up yourself, family. Jason Frame says, how Messi for your cost when I him pick the team? I him pick the team, coach. Which bus we drive? But he definitely wields a lot of power and will continue. I don't expect him to play anywhere else. But like you said, come on, he's definitely trying to use his power to leverage, use that power to leverage change at the club. Link up Messi and Ronaldo. Well, that's what Twitter line wants, according to El Pistolero. Imagine if Messi ends up at Juve. Juve cannot afford. That would be a financial fair play rule by
the LA Galaxy.
Yeah. Huh?
They can end up at LA Galaxy.
Okay, Junior, go easy. Imagine Barcelona is turning into Manchester United potty shop. Imagine that.
No. Imagine Barcelona is turning into the old Manchester United potty shop. Brother.
Okay. My apologies. Your team won 3 games in a row and they get them chest high. Segueing out from Barcelona and Messi situation, but come on, and Junior, La Liga title is ultimately it's over, right? And there's rumors and talk that the referees are helping to get Real Madrid this title.
Look here, every game is a penalty, and I'm even tripping. Today was such a soft penalty. It was like, come on, Mr. Referee. You know, I mean, come on. Every game is a penalty. At some point now, and even the commentator said, even when the referee goes over there and look at the monitor, the calls have gone Real Madrid's way all the time. So when even the VAR crew is saying something different, the referee go over there, look at the monitor and do something. It says like, okay, we get it. You know why Real Madrid win? Here it is. Every game is a penalty. It's madness.
Spoken like a real Barcelona.
Hey,
pure Barcelona commentary right there.
Zidane says, "Do not disrespect their title. Do not disrespect their team. You know, don't disrespect their team." All right. Speaking of Barcelona and this title and Lionel Messi and the whole situation, I wanted to ask you guys quickly about this situation with Pep refusing to extend his contract at Man City past 2021. Do you see Pep returning to Barcelona at the end of this contract with City?
Man City. No, he's not going back to Barcelona.
Okay. So you don't see
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Pep.
Yeah, you don't see that happening. No. Junior's over there laughing. So your thoughts on Pep discontinuing or refuse to extend his contract at Man City past 2021? It's just burnout?
Pep, he might not even get to play Champions League football. Why would he stay? Listen, I just don't get it. Maybe, and isn't this Pep's MO though? He's like Jose Mourinho, like a rolling stone gathering no moss. Isn't that Pep's thing though? So Pep need a new challenge. He'll say he came in and he won it. So I think he wants a new challenge, and I don't see Pep carrying Manchester City anywhere else. I really don't.
Junior, you over there laughing. Your thoughts quickly.
He will be at Barcelona at the start of next season. when Pep come out and say, "I am not committed to my contract after next season," it's like a player saying, it's like what Pogba doing right now. "Yeah, I'm not signing a new contract," and now the team is going to scramble to try to figure out what they're going to do after next year. And don't be surprised if you see some player trade a coach like they did with John Gruden for the Oakland Raiders way back in the NFL. So Pep will be at Barcelona. You might see a couple Barcelona rejected players. You might see Griezmann playing at Man City. Pep is going to be at Barcelona. That's like the worst kept secret right now. Pep is going to be back. He's going to be director of football operations. Blah, 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 blah. Messi going to have his swamp. He's going to bring in all of these players. You can see it. Mbappe is going to be at Barca. Don't be surprised if any of that happens. Guys, he'll be at Barcelona.
Junior
almost said that.
Junior spoken real authoritative on that. Yo, Miss Cleo Obiaya work. Talk to it. Some inside source. Segueing from the Pep Barcelona and the whole situation that's going on with Barcelona Football Club Barcelona. DFB Pokal final, Bayern Munich 20th title, but more importantly, Leon Bailey was subbed out earlier. Like, yeah, we didn't expect anything else, right? We did not expect Bayer Leverkusen to really compete in this match. Come on.
Why not? I mean, the ball is round. Leon Bailey has scored against Bayern Munich so many times. Why wouldn't we expect a competitive game? What we expected wasn't what we actually got, because Bayern Munich kind of run them off the park. But I don't know why him subbed Bailey. Bailey wasn't the worst player on the pitch. So I don't understand why he was subbed. The season is over. It's the finals. I mean, you know he has speed. You know this player can score on Bayern. I mean, I just don't understand. I really don't get it. But Bayern Munich, as we said, they toyed with Leverkusen yesterday, and it was a pathetic showing by Leverkusen.
Junior, do you have any inside information on where Leon Bailey will end up, since you seem to be the source brother on where people will end up? Pep at Barcelona. What about Leon Bailey? Where will he end up? And your assessment on him being subbed yesterday in the DFB final? Not that it really matter. I mean, Bayern Munich just beat the bricks off Leverkusen.
You know when Bayern was up 2-0, he should have scored. He got a goal to score, he didn't score. And a coach will have to be extremely critical of him to take him off for that reason. I just think he's done. I think he's done there. I think he's playing because he has to play. The coach have to play him. But I think he's done. Where will he be next year? I have no idea. I think it's going to be a surprise, though. I don't think I don't think any of the quote unquote big teams are going to sweep in and take him. But look out for like a Newcastle under new ownership, under new direction, have a bag of money to spend. Look out for a team like Newcastle to go to swoop in and get him.
No, Craig Butler's pride will not allow Leon Bailey to go to a club that is not in the top 5 consistently. I don't know. It's not going to be Chelsea because I have heard Mr. Lamar kill up himself. Forget. It's not going to be Man U. I mean, who would he play over? Where would he play? Is there an immediate need for him? It's not going to be Arsenal.
Can be Arsenal if Aubameyang leave.
I think he's going to stay because I don't know. Maybe a Leicester. But Craig Butler's pride will not let Leon Bailey go to a Newcastle. Rather than stay a Bayern. If Havertz leave, right, and then not bring in nobody, then Leon will actually be in the starting 11. Because we always complain about Diaby overshadowing him. But I think Havertz overshadow Bailey as well. He's a homegrown product. So he is really the face of Leverkusen. But him not gonna team and not in the top 5. Stop it, Junior. My name is Butler call you.
Why?
Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
Why that France? Why that Leon? I'm saying this, and this is no disrespect to Leon Bailey, and no disrespect to his talent. He's a very talented footballer, and I'm saying this right now. Any team that he goes on next year will be getting a motivated, good player, good to great player. So there's no disrespect there to him, but I'm just looking at all of these top teams and the position that he plays, and look at, like, come on, you highlight all of the big teams. Them, it could be Tottenham. Well, no, I don't see him playing that. It could be AC Milan. It could be Inter Milan.
Listen. I don't think he'll be go. He had some issues in Belgium with racism. I don't think he's going to go to Italy. Italy would not. Italy would not be a good fit for him. For a young player with a young family, Italy is the last place for him to go. I just think that he can be the star for Leverkusen next season. But I'm kind of surprised though that Bayern Munich not offer for him because him always score against them.
Come on, stop it.
Oh, come on. Step away from the glue.
No disrespect to Bailey. But Sane, Alphonso Davies, yes, is a left back, whatever. Gnabry, you have the Terminator. That team is top heavy.
Yeah.
Him can't compete with Gnabry because Gnabry, no one then him fat and him not really see the pitch. But Alfonso listen, if you have the 2 best players in CONCACAF right now, then win every trophy. 2 good young talents.
Come
on, they already went.
Benton, come on, said that she went to a barbecue yesterday.
Yes.
I'm sure she drank.
She drank.
GM on Island Sports.
I didn't stay. I just went for the food. I brought my shot pan and I just got the food and I come back.
Come on, the fruit punch you were drinking wasn't fruit punch. Yeah? It just tastes like fruit, but it wasn't fruit. But there's something else in there. But BM said, I agree, and this is a key point. BM said, I agree. A team like Newcastle or Everton may be ideal for Bailey. He's a good player, but just needs regular playing time. I agree with Everton.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the Everton suggestion. I think, come on, it's probably a little bit too far to think that Leon Bailey will make one of those top 5 EPL teams at the way he's playing. I think he's too inconsistent. I don't see him.
Leicester is inconsistent too. He can go in Leicester. He can walk in Leicester and play for Leicester City.
So Leicester City has Damari Gray that plays on that left side, and he's also inconsistent. So who knows? Maybe Leicester. But who says Leicester will be top 5 next year?
He's British. Is the Gray British?
Yes, he's British.
Okay. Right, go to
Everton. But he have Jamaican roots. So
go to Everton, boss. Ancelotti will be there for you. Big up Jamaican girl. I'm your Crime Minister. No, we're still streaming Crime Minister. I just checked it. We're still good.
Just quickly, Bayern Munich, your thoughts. Lewandowski scored a sumptuous goal. I mean, is there anything he cannot do? And, I mean, you saw that chip. Come on, and Junior.
Listen to me. Them call it the Farmers League for a reason. That man just had to dig up everything on a plant,
You know, one of the greatest thing about Bayern, I start earlier in the season. Remember, we on Ball Chat. Or Borussia Gladbach can't get them. Leverkusen can't get them. Is this Dortmund's year? Bayern only made one change all season, one change at the coach. So that shows the importance of a coach to me.
Yeah.
That shows the importance of the head coach and a team and the direction. So all of them look at idiot side and look at idiot players who run off their mouth. The man in my boss who run off their mouth. You just need a coach to come in and say, this is the direction we're going. Because it's night and day. This Bayern Munich is not the Bayern Munich we're seeing early in the season. So, big up the coach. Big up the coach more than anything else for Bayern right now.
Yeah, Hansi Flick, he only got a short-term contract initially, and now he's the real the man who's pulling the strings at Bayern Munich. 20th DFB Pokal title. Segueing from football in Europe, let's try to discuss some football in our own backyard quickly. Come on, former Reggae Boys coach, and come on, Andruna, former Reggae Boys coach, Clovis de Oliveira did a wide-ranging interview where he spoke at length about Lamar's Walker contract or lack thereof, a transfer to Vasco da Gama. And your thoughts on that? I mean, it's the overview, pretty much the sense of the interview is that he said because he had a contract with his current club was a hiccup. How did that even happen?
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but contracts are meant to be broken. It's a perfect opportunity for the. I guess I don't know if the player really wanted to transfer, but isn't this why it was a huge opportunity for him.
Yeah, but so Lamar Walker's situation is kind of complicated because remember, Clarendon College player, and he led them to winning basically everything. So he was very good. He got called up to the senior squad. He played for the U23s, and that's where he was seen by the Brazilian scout, and they wanted him because he was a standout player. He's very, very good. He's 20 and a good midfielder. But at the same time, he was playing schoolboy football, and while he represented Jamaica, he actually scored. I think he played 2 games and scored 1 goal. He scored versus Aruba. But at the same time, he was playing for Portmore. So all the coaches complained. All the coaches complained to Issa to say that they don't want a professional football player playing against their schoolboys. So Issa went in and there's this ruling to say that he's a professional, which is weird because this is why I say it is weird. When you play for your national team, you get a stipend, you get money. Issa never had a problem with that. Issa had a problem that he had a contract with Portmore. When Lamar went to Brazil and he did the 2 weeks and they were impressed and they liked him, it was outside of the transfer window. So they couldn't sign him because he already has a contract. He has a contract with Portmore. So he's a contracted Portmore player now. He's no longer a schoolboy. He's a professional player. So I don't think the Brazil thing is going to work out anymore. But my little inside sources tell me that he's going to go overseas on trial. So Portmore still owns him. Well, own. Portmore still holds his contract, but he's going to go out on trial.
Junior, your thoughts on this? I mean, it seems like Lamar Walker is a talented player that probably should be playing somewhere else overseas, right? I mean, Portmore may not be the best place for him or in the RSPL period. Your thoughts?
Regardless. The more I think about this Clovis interview, and is the more I feel like they not disrespecting, but they're looking down on Jamaican football. And the irony is, it's the same thing bigger clubs do to the Brazilian clubs, to the Brazilian players, where The man is obviously if he's under contract, Clovis, what you expect Jamaica, what you expect Portmore to do? He's under contract. What the hell you expect the man to do? Just say, yo, I want to play for a better club over here. Brazil is the Mecca, and I should go play for Brazil. That's what
no, Junior. No, let us be fair to Clovis. What he's saying is that what he's saying is that them never know Lamar under contract. They did not know. They thought he was a free player. So we don't even know, because remember, this happened before the January window open, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So my thing is this, and maybe go back to your little disrespect. Maybe you're correct, because if before the January transfer market, right, when the transfer window open, you found out that this exceptional player has a contract. Things that when January come around, you approach them club and see if they can work out.
Yes.
That never happened. But that could also be because like a full boy from Veer tackled him in our game in January, and he was out for 8 weeks.
Okay.
So maybe that was the thing, as well. But you're right, Junior. Even look at it, I don't remember which play it was, but USL and RSPL have some issues because nobody wants to pay what the Caribbean players are actually worth.
Right.
But maybe it's a good thing, because I hear that he's going overseas to Europe on trial.
Do you know when?
In time for the new transfer market. So no, them are the transfer market.
Okay.
So I hear he's going on trial to get signed in this window.
Okay.
So he's a very good player. If a team in Brazil wanted him, and they wanted him to come play in our cup, because they had Real Madrid and Bayern Munich scouts there as well. So they saw something in this player that they think is good. So I think he'll do well in Europe. Listen, sometimes when one door closes, another one opens.
This is true.
All we know is this Junior, Portmore and Bibi not letting him go.
Oh, come on. Why wouldn't they let him go?
No, free. They're not letting him go free.
Oh, yes.
As they shouldn't.
And they shouldn't.
That's their right. I developed this baller, whether we want to say we develop it, yes or no. He is developed under our direction and get to a point where he can garner interest from. You have to compensate me.
Right.
Come on. You going to do the same thing for your ballers when Europe come knocking over in Brazil. So come on. I feel a little bit of disrespect, and the way your Clovis came off, it came off like a coach that knows how the Jamaican system run, and it's almost, it just felt like he's saying, you can't let the man go. Just let the man go.
Just quickly, Jason Frame says, come on, say, Butler now make him go Everton either, as it relates to Leon Bailey. Has come on said Butler not letting him go to Everton either, as in, Everton is not one of those top 5 clubs in the EPL. Jason Frame also said that Lamar would have been but in a U21 team, amateur league, so he couldn't play as a pro. He would be in the youth club, as I think, as it relates to that Vasco da Gama transfer. But I think we all agree that...
What? Play where? In what?
He says that Lamar would have been but in a U21 team, amateur league, so he couldn't play as a pro. Is that...
In Brazil? In Brazil? No, Jason. Everybody signs a contract. You know what? They sign a contract. How many times have we seen academy players move and play for the first team? Everybody signs a contract. Okay. So Lamar, you will have to sign a contract. Any club you go to, you have to sign a contract. Even academy players sign a contract. As long as he's getting paid, he would be a professional player.
Okay. All right.
Alex Reed on Island Sports said, when would he go on trial? We kind of highlighted that. BM, where's Lamar going on trial? And Alex Reed saying, Europe look down on Caribbean players. Don't get a lot of opportunity.
Alex said that, right?
Yeah.
Alex, well, my links tell me that he's going to one of the top European countries. I can't say because they told me, they asked me not to. One of the top European countries that we currently, and this might give it away. We currently have a player or two, or
three. Don't want to give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But so for this transfer window, Lamar is going to go overseas for trial, which is very good because he's a young 20, good midfielder. And if a Brazilian coach see and really want you, free, really, he actually will go. But I think Lamar will get an opportunity to whatever. And I think now with Taxi, with Bailey, with who else we have? With Nicholson, I don't think that they're looking down on us anymore. They're actually paying us what we are worth. They're giving people the opportunity. When was the last time you heard, before Nicholson go, before Taxi go, before, who else we have? We have some other little players all over the place. How often were you? Often a year, our players getting an opportunity to go. Then if it's not MLS, if it's not Norway, if it's not Denmark, if it's not USL. So I do think that the doors are being opened now to our players, as long as players. And I'm kind of surprised where Germany is not really taking more for our players, because if we watch the Bundesliga, if you watch Division 2, Division 3, you realize that our players can play, as well as they can.
Excellent. Heard it here first. So, Lamar Walker will watch his career closely. Definitely one of the bright prospects for the future. Before we head home, quickly, as we discuss some more news in football in our own backyard, come on, Lee, MLS player, a few positive tests in the MLS.
Hold on, before we skip, since we're in our own backyard, so I wanted to update on 3 players that we really have out there playing now. So Corey Burke, he scored. So Corey Burke is on loan to St. Pölten, I think it is in Austria, from Philadelphia Union. In June, he scored a hat-trick. His team, actually he has scored 4 goals in 11 games. So Corey is actually playing. He is set to return to Philadelphia Union at the end of his loan, which is, I think, the end of this month or soon in this month. Diva Oregon's team, I think, is fighting relegation. They're last, but they have, I think, 3 more games to go. So he has played 14 games so far and has 6 goals and 2 assists. Malik Foster is actually on loan from Costa Rica to Shimona in Israel. He has played 12 games, no goals, but I think he's gone back to Costa Rica. So those are 3 players that we actually have out there that, they played during the little issues.
And Alex, real quick, Alex is also asking about Norman Campbell. We did talk about Norman Campbell early in the year. We haven't heard much I haven't heard much about it. What about you, Campbell?
I haven't heard anything much. Is Norman Campbell still in Jamaica?
Yeah, but remember he went on the UDC trial right before the pandemic.
I haven't heard anything. I'll double check and next time we'll talk. I can ask Mr. Connection. I'll check on that for you and let you know. But I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything on their website in regards to him. So I'll double check for you.
Yeah, and
I don't know. Again, I don't know if Italy is the right place for a young player.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Junior.
So Jason Frame is saying, them style way. Boza and Lowe should be in at least the 1st division in England.
And we'll see that as it relates to Damian Lowe. We know he's out of a contract. We'll continue to update that situation as if he does end up in the 1st division, as Jason wish. Any more news coming out of news in our own backyard? Come on.
No, not at home. So we're going to MLS now.
Yeah.
So MLS is back, is one hot mess. Everybody and their mama testing positive for COVID. So Nashville has 5 players who tested positive. They're supposed to play Wednesday. I don't know how that's going to work. Colorado Rapids announced today that they have 2 players who tested positive. Columbus have 1, Montreal have 1, Minnesota have 1, and Toronto have a couple. So I don't know. Players are disgruntled. A couple of them are tweeting. Billamid's tweeting. CJ Sapong is tweeting. Gonzalez from LA Galaxy tweeting that the food's terrible. They have to pay $65 for a box food. It's a mess. So people are asking MLS to kind of scrap the whole thing, especially the competition being in Florida with the numbers spiking. So it's not looking good for MLS's back.
And down there hot.
Yeah. There is no bubble.
100 something degrees in the day. Why?
And all the games are scheduled in the day.
Yeah, it's just.
But they said that they're going to lose millions of dollars if they don't play.
Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
I'm thinking about how, for the American sports, they were talking about the NBA and the NFL and why these teams have to come back and play this year, no matter how bad the pandemic is because of the collective bargaining agreement, and they will give up certain rights and certain leverages in their next collective bargaining negotiations. And I'm wondering if the MLS is going through that too. But MLS have gained so much momentum over the last 3-4 years, where we've seen Major League Soccer start, stop. You don't want to lose your attraction to the European players based on how you treat those players now during a pandemic. You just hear Williams come out and say, I would rather play in MLS than Brazil. Well, guess what? If MLS forced them players to play through a pandemic, William might just have a second thought. Just food for thought.
Yeah, just food for thought. So, and also regarding the MLS, I think it's the FC Dallas and Montreal game has been put off because of positive and inconclusive COVID test result. Right, come on?
Yes.
Yeah. As we wrap up our show, NWSL quickly. It's going well as usual. Is Chantel Swaby getting on the field with that Sky Blues team? Chantel Swaby, Jamaican international. Come on, do your knowledge.
I haven't seen Chantel. Was she playing?
So she's not getting on.
I haven't seen her. I know that your girl Lynn Williams is messing up the place. I mean, she scored a brace the other day against my Washington Spirit. I was so upset. But North Carolina is actually leading the table. They've won all 3 of their games. They're outscoring their opponents and they're playing well. So, I mean, the quality of the tournament has dropped. But I guess it's better than nothing.
Julia, you were saying?
I said, the Vinia. That's my new girl I'm watching out for right now. Not new, but...
How do you mean?
The Brazilian has been doing well, the Binia doing well, but Lynn Williams, like Kamon says, has been fantastic and so far in this tournament. And watch out for my big baller, Rose Lavelle. She's been doing well in this tournament. As we wrap up our show, football family, yo, come on, and Junior, do you have anything else before we head home and all? Yo.
Yeah, what's our record girl name? What do you say?
Go, you go ahead.
No, you go on.
No, you go on.
But record girl name, I get married to the NFL player. Oh my gosh, we're supposed to know these things. She is pregnant, so she's expecting her second child. Oh my God, Miss Suta. China Matthews.
China Matthews, okay. China Matthews.
So she used to play for the Washington Spirit.
Okay.
So she kind of took a step back because she wanted to focus on family and school. So she announced earlier that she's expecting her second child.
All right, Junior, let's go through some of the comments quickly as yeah, Junior.
Yeah, Kev Leslie said Liverpool. Oh my God.
Kevin late.
Yeah, just kill the vibes just now with Liverpool.
And Island Sports Network, we got what? BM says, I heard that Corey has interest from Bundesliga. Ricardo says, shout out to all the viewers from across the world. And Arsenal could sign one of Rio Ferdinand's 5 dream Manchester United transfer targets. I don't know about all that, Ricardo. You know, Bayern Munich remains on course for historic trouble with the German Cup, and so Bayern Munich will look to the Champions League to try to win that treble. Thank you, Ricardo. ultimately, we'll have more updates as we get closer to that Champions League kickoff.
Ricardo is also saying that football fans are backing Liverpool to retain the Premier League title next season.
See, this is only Liverpool football fans. Only Liverpool fans. Yo, I hate that to know, football family. Thank you for. And technical difficulties.
You switch back?
Yes.
Yeah, so people, you can follow us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. You can also follow us on Twitter at Ball Chat Pod. Just look up Ball Chat Podcast everywhere. We're on Networks every Sunday. We're there. Camon is over there laughing at me. I don't know why Camon is laughing at me. I am happy. Manchester United, we are balanced again.
Look more family.
All right, later.
All right, bless up.